Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau seems to blame President Trump for Iran shooting down the Ukrainian jet and killing all 176 innocent people on board. Take a listen to this.
I think if there were no tensions, if there was no escalation recently in the region, those Canadians would be right now home with their families. This is something that happens when you have conflict and war. Innocents bear the brunt of it. We attempt to work as an international community on big issues, but sometimes countries take actions without informing their allies.
Would you have preferred to have a warning?
Obviously.
Notice Trudeau's word escalation, as if President Trump ordering the strike to kill Soleimani was what started Iran's violence. Yeah, no. This is as stupid as Amy Klobuchar accusing President Trump of taking us pell-mell into war. Again, no. Let's walk through this. Who is a state sponsor of terrorism? Who killed 603 American service members in Iraq? Who shot down a U.S. Navy drone? Who was it who held 11 U.S. Navy sailors hostage in order to humiliate the United States? Who has repeatedly violated the JCPOA, the Iran nuclear deal? Who exports terrorism all around the world? Who plotted a terror attack on Washington, D.C. that would have been the deadliest attack on U.S. soil since 9/11? Who attacked the sovereign U.S. embassy in Baghdad? Who killed an American contractor? Who has been committing acts of war against the United States for decades? That's right, Iran. Anybody who claims Iran's violence started under President Trump is historically ignorant. So now let's ask, who allowed Iran to wage violence for decades without any consequences? Who emboldened Iran's terrorism by giving them pallets of cash as a reward for threatening to wipe Israel off the face of the earth and screaming death to America? Whose policy of appeasement made Iran believe their violence was possible? That's right, Barack Obama and Joe Biden. And now ask yourself this. Who killed Soleimani, the terrorist, the perpetrator of all these attacks in a targeted self-defense strike? Who protected U.S. troops from further attack, secured the U.S. embassy, reversed appeasement, drew a red line in the sand, and reestablished deterrence in 5 days without killing a single civilian or U.S. service member? That's right, President Trump did. And when Iran, who murdered 1,500 of their own young people last month, who dared to protest the Islamist regime, when Iran indoctrinates their people to hate America and imprisons thousands of political prisoners for the crime of dissenting the Islamist theocracy, and then shoots down a civilian jetliner, killing 80 more of their own people, you blame that on President Trump? Are you kidding me? This is who the Iranian regime is. They're terrorists. They're mercenaries. They're murderers of their own people who shot down a plane after they waged a terror attack on the United States of America. We defended ourselves to protect our people. They fired ballistic missiles at the United States troops in response and then feared reprisal. The lives and the deaths of those 176 innocent people on that plane lie solely at the bloody feet of the Iranian regime. Justin Trudeau ought to know that.